Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AFX, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AFX, we offer ultra-low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HCMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stock Sniper Trading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome everybody. It is just after 1 p.m. It's 1:22 p.m. Eastern over here. It is Tuesday, October 24th. Thank you everyone for joining. We do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Thanks guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome everyone on YouTube, everyone in Zoom. Appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. Today, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at gold. We're going to do a top-down analysis on gold and NASDAQ today. We're going to look at NASDAQ specifically because in after hours, we do have earnings with Microsoft and Google. We'll go over all of that. So if you guys will be trading into power hour and after hours when Wall Street closes at 4 p.m. Eastern, there could be some volatility, guys, especially for NASDAQ. Okay, so if you guys are trading it or you're following for learning purposes, have a look at it, how it's going to trade in the after hours, and see the earnings with Google and Microsoft and all the other ones. So we'll go through all of that. So thanks guys. First thing, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Let's get started. Okay, so I apologize for yesterday. I had some technical issues with my internet over here. Hopefully I don't have any issues today, guys. But sorry for what happened yesterday, how we started it, then it cut off, then we had to get it going again. I do apologize. Okay, thanks Miss Pre for joining in. I appreciate you as well. Awesome, thank you guys. Irfan, how are you? By the way, I have never been so impressed by techniques. Okay, yeah, awesome. Thank you for the comment. We do appreciate you. Thank you. As long as you're learning, and getting your techniques, you're polishing them up, and you will become a better trader, guys. But all the techniques and strategies that you might learn, you need to learn the most important part of trading is risk management. It doesn't matter how many strategies you learn. It doesn't matter how many techniques you learn. It doesn't matter how many new concepts you learn. It all comes down to risk management at the end of the day. So let's all, hopefully guys, we are all getting better at risk management, okay? That's the name of the game. Risk management is what trading is. Some of you guys are doing really well. We had this conversation with guys in the Zoom. We go over this over and over and over about how important risk management is, because you can give away all of today's profit. You can give away your weekly profit. You can give away your monthly profit. You can be positive as a trader for 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, and all of a sudden you lose focus of your risk management, then you start gambling, and before you know it, your account is gone. Okay, it's happened to me, and it's probably happened to you guys as well. So if before we even start looking at a chart or a candlestick, make sure you guys are working on your risk management and be disciplined. Trading is about discipline. Disciplined traders get rewarded in the markets, and it's always been like that, and it probably won't change. So practice your discipline, guys, please. And when we start this call, I always say this. If you guys are already, because now it's near the end of the day trading. Some of you guys have been trading since London, the Asian market yesterday. Some of you guys have been trading Wall Street and right after post New York. So some of you guys are having a fantastic day. Again, how much are you willing to risk to trade going into the power hour? How much are you willing to risk going into earnings? So if you are up on the day, maybe decrease a little bit how much you're willing to risk. I do this every single day. So today I'm up in profit, but I'm going to decrease how much I trade right now because I want to keep a little bit of profit in my pocket. I don't want to give everything back. So hopefully you guys can do the same thing too. Okay. But let's get started. First thing, before we look at any chart, on YouTube, guys, there's a free Telegram link pinned at the top. If you guys want to join it, it's this one right here. There's a lot of scammers around. Okay, they're impersonating Dave and I, Stock Sniper Trading. They've even kind of impersonated our own personal Instagram accounts and things like that. Guys, Dave and myself or anyone at SST would never ever message you and ask you for $500 in crypto and tell you that we're going to make $5,000 by Monday and give it back to you. That's false, guys. It's a scam. Please report and block any of those. Message us first if you guys are unsure about those accounts messaging you guys. Okay, this goes for you guys in our Zoom too and Discord. If anyone messages you guys, ask Dave and I first thing, and we'll tell you if it's legit or if it's a scam. I'm telling you, myself and Dave would never ever message you guys personally and tell you if you give us $500 in crypto, I'm going to give you 5,000 on Monday. It's a lie, guys. Nobody will do that. Okay, if you want to get scammed, just don't do that. Okay, this is the channel, guys. Free channel for all of you guys. Please subscribe to it. It's the Telegram group. Okay, now let's move into Forex Factory really quick. Today was a busy day in the markets, and look at all of our red folders starting all the way from London, pre-London, London. It went into New York, went into Wall Street. Okay, so we don't have anything going on this afternoon. So markets might be settling down a little bit. If you're going to trade in the Asian session this evening, AUD, red folders, CPI. Okay, so if anything you're doing with AUD later this evening, please be aware of those red folders. Okay, so let's continue moving. This is what I wanted to talk about was earnings today. How many of you guys are aware and you guys are following your earnings now? Are you guys getting a little bit better at this? So specifically today, if you're trading NASDAQ, NASDAQ is tech related. Okay, so what do we have today? Microsoft Corporation, 4:05. So this is called after hours. Wall Street closes 4 p.m. Eastern, and then 5 minutes later, you're going to have Microsoft release their earnings. So a lot of analysts are saying that they're going to do really well. Why? Because of the move of AI lately in the last quarter. Okay, so everything you're probably hearing all over the news, and everything is AI, ChatGPT, and all of those things. So how are they doing? We've got earnings. Here's earnings per share, $2.65 per share is the estimate. We'll see what the reported is. Is it going to be above? Is it going to exceed this? Is it going to be under this? And also revenue. 54.49 billion is their estimate. We'll see what the actual number is. Okay, so good numbers means positive results. You might see a nice big move on NASDAQ. But we don't just have Microsoft. We have Google over here at 4:15. Okay, so 4:05 we got Microsoft. 10 minutes later we have Google. Google's huge right now in AI. Okay, so their EPS, earnings per share, $1.45, and the revenue 75 billion. Okay, quarter over quarter. We have Snapchat, Visa, okay, Teladoc Health, okay. This is not so much. You got to know where these securities, where they trade. Are these favored in US30? Are these more S&P? Are these NASDAQ? Make sure you know. There's a lot of companies reporting, but the big boys, you guys know them all. The big boys are right here. Microsoft, Google, those are the big guys, okay? So please, guys, again, if you're going to trade in the after hours or you're holding a position, you have to know that this is very volatile. Do we understand this, guys? Like, I'm not wasting your time, believe me. I'm trying to educate you on the volatility that you might see after 4 o'clock. You might see some massive moves in 5 minutes, and they might be coming after, like, a big range. Could go after your stop loss. You could go into profit. It's just trade with proper risk management is all I'm saying, okay? So that's why we're going to do NASDAQ, and we'll look at gold as well today, okay? So let's just continue moving forward, guys, on the charts. We're going to get started with gold. I have gold over here on Bookmap, okay? So the hours for gold, 8:20 a.m. Eastern is when the COMEX market opens up. That's the commodities exchange, and it actually closed right now at 1:30 p.m. So our commodities exchange is closed right now, but there's still volume in the market that will be trading. Okay, it's not as heavy volume as we have in our COMEX and New York session, but we'll start to look at it right now. So this is how it looks on the 5 minutes. We had this nice large breakout right out of this resistance. We had nice volume close above, and it just continued to move all the way up to 1976 up here, and you see now it's just flagging inside this consolidated area. Okay, so I'm going to get started with a top-down analysis starting with the daily. Okay, so is everyone following with me? This is Bookmap gold futures liquidity. We have heat in the market. You can start to see where they pushed it down right there. It came back into this block right here. They pushed it down, came back again. You can see the offers. There's a lot of offers in the market and might continue to push it down. We're currently above the VWAP. Volume weighted average price is holding above 1985 in the futures. And you can see kind of the closing volume. Like, you see how light the volume was? And then now all of a sudden when the commodities exchange starts to close at 130, you see the big influx of volume coming in the market. So our cumulative volume delta is positive right now, 600. And these are on 15-minute time slices. So over here is 12:45 p.m. Here's 1 o'clock. Here's 1:15 when we just started this call. Here's 1:30, and then so on and so forth. Okay, so let me know, guys. Are you ready to go into the charts? Can we get a like on YouTube? And I'm going to start off with the daily, and then we'll move into NASDAQ. Okay, so I'm going to try and talk a little faster so we can get our charts out of the way and continue to move forward. Okay. So we're going to start off with a fresh chart on gold. Okay, so see how the big move where gold was selling off, kind of consolidated down here with some indecision. We had this big candle move out of here Friday, and then we started to have all of the conflict going on in the Middle East. And hopefully you guys understand that gold is a precious metal. When there is war, there's a lot of money that might be buying gold during times of when there's war, when there's just all types of volatility going around. A safe place maybe to hedge is to buy precious metals. Doesn't always have to be gold. It can be silver. It can be copper. Does anybody trade copper or silver or own any physical? You can own physical silver, gold if you like, and things like that. So you don't always have to trade like this, but you can also own physical precious metals and hold, and hopefully when it goes up you can make some money with it. Okay, so let's look on the daily. Okay, so what happened? This area of resistance, 1950, this is a big block in the market. For most of you guys that trade gold, you guys got to know that gold trades a lot on psychological numbers. Okay, so 1950, we can see when it came up multiple times, got rejected here, came up one more time. That was the tap and go, where they tapped it right here September 20, and then that started the big push down. We had indecision come down, hold 1815 down in here, and then we started to come back up to the this area, 1950. We closed with this big body candle on Wednesday, October 18, closed with our volume above, and we continued to push up all the way where we got up to 2000. Our next psychological block in the market is 2000. 1997, we hit up there, and then it started to push down, retrace today. So let's follow today's volume, okay? And how many of you guys are excited about crypto too? Big move on in the crypto market. BTC was up 15% yesterday. So things are starting to develop in the markets. Some of you guys are trade Bitcoin and cryptos. It's exciting again. I love that market too. It's fast, it's volatile, it's fun, but you do have to trade with proper risk management when you're trading crypto, because those swings can be crazy. It feels like 2017 again with the crypto moves. So let's follow today's gold volume. Okay, so what happened? We closed here yesterday, 1973-ish. Okay, we opened side by side. So what I'm going to do where we closed yesterday and our opening price today, I'm going to put a yellow critical daily line right here. Okay, so I know, kind of gives me a heads up that this was yesterday's closing price, this was today's opening price. So we opened up, and what happened? Okay, so it sold off. We opened red, it came down, and we took out yesterday's low. Okay, so yesterday's low was 1964. And roughly about 50% of this big body candle on October 19, Thursday, last week. And it continued to push where it came all the way down to right here. That's why I have a purple line at 1953. So that's our low of the day today. And what is that block below us? 1953 to 1950 block right here. So you see that green body? I'm now making a zone, okay, right here, right to today, where it came down red and stopped right there and went back up. So now we see where a lot of demand came in the market today. So let's take this zone and stretch it across, okay? And I get this question often, Ron, how far should I bring it across? And my answer to this all the time is, bring it as far as you want, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Look at what I'm doing, okay? So that zone now, I'm gonna, if I look to the left now, okay? If I brought that zone to the left, what is that? What is it trading into? Sorry guys, I like to make this educational too, okay? So when it was over here, this block in the past, what was it? Anybody got a quick answer? Quick answer, shoot it. Anybody? Supply or resistance, yeah. So you see when it came into that 1950 block, green, 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 rejected, pushed down, okay? So if I did this, which I did because I trade daily, when I figure out this zone, what do? Right there, figured it out. If I brought it across, which I do, and see how the green volume came right back in there? So rejected, 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 rejected. There's the push down, okay? And if you stretch this box across, then again, when it came up again, right up there, came into your supply and got rejected, okay? So we could stretch this across. Now we've got the green volume bar closing above. So what do we do when we got green volume close above? We do this on the lower time frames, on the 1 minute, 5 minute candles. But if you want to be a daily trader, and it's the same mindset, same stuff. It's just you're watching a daily candle, okay? So let's make it green now. We have the green volume. So now if I stretched it across, you might have been well prepared today when it came red, 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 red down into 1953 into the blocks and then started to bounce out of here. So now the volume is there. So now what I'm doing with this green box is I'm stretching it all the way across. Where? Let's go into, how about we go into January of 2024, okay? It's October today, October 24. Let's bring it into November, December, and January. This is an identified zone, and we assume it will hold support here unless daily volume can break below it, close below it, and retest. And when that happens, we flip it red, because then it might continue to push down, just like it did over here, just like it did over here. But now the volume is above, so we have to respect 1950 as a zone of demand in the market. Okay, does that make sense, guys? And then now, as we're following today's daily volume, we came down. This is a higher low from over here, higher low from over here, higher low from over here. So this uptrend, the buyers of gold are still holding support. But now we need to create new higher highs, because when I look at the last 3 days of trading, today's high is lower than yesterday's high, and it's also lower than Friday's high. Okay, so there is a little bit of pressure pushing the market down on gold, but we still have a lot of buying volume. So today's candle is a bullish pin bar right now with 3 hours and 20 minutes to go. And you can see the move today. We came down, then buyers started to pick it up, push it up. We came back to where we closed yesterday, above that yellow line, continued to push up. We came back where we closed yesterday and where we opened today, and it continued to push up where it made the high of the day at 1980. Then it got rejected. So here's our volume right now. What will happen this afternoon is gold going to come back and try for the high of the day and maybe push out a little bit more, or is it going to come back down to the yellow line and maybe push down into here? Okay, so now what I do is I look above the purple line. See the wick right there? Impulse breakout, push back down. Impulse breakout on gold right there, push back down. Impulse right there to the purple line, push back down. Impulse breakout over here, big impulse breakout to 1997, push right back down. Impulse breakout yesterday and push back down. So let's just pick one of these wicks. I'm going to pick this one, okay, this green one, and place a yellow line at around 1984, 1985. And then just to show me that that's where there might be some resistance in the market. And you see over here in the past, it got rejected right there at the yellow line, got rejected there at the yellow line, got rejected there at the yellow line, got rejected there at the yellow line. And then I see this red body right above there. And what I'm going to do is that's going to be my ongoing area of resistance or supply. See how I kind of encapture now everything in there? You guys see what I'm doing? Okay, so you see here how I see that red body right there on May 17. May 17, special day is May 17. That's my wedding anniversary, if I remember correctly, after 15 years. That day, May 17. My wife will kill me if I don't remember that. But that's May 17. And then the market pushed down, so I've kind of captured all that volume and I bring it across. That green candle went right into there and dropped. So let's bring this across. Let's bring it across. I see now the big impulse move that broke out of there. So my next yellow line of resistance will be that wick at 1997. Okay, and then what I do with this red box is stretch it across all the way. Where do you want to bring it? Bring it into January if you want. Bring it into 2030 if you like. Okay, we're figuring where our bigger zones are in the market. Okay, so if we do continue to come up here, maybe we're going to get rejected. Unless we get some big green gold volume closing above here, then we might continue breaking out to 2000. You guys all remember what our all-time highs are for gold? It's not too far away. All-time highs of gold are right over here. 2067, 2070, let's say. That's our all-time highs. But we have a lot of conflict going on around the world, which there could be still demand being bought up anytime gold dips. Okay, so right now gold is pushing. Now what I do with this daily candle is I break it down into hourly increments. Okay, so then I can try and follow where today's moves were. Okay, so you see how it's kind of consolidating right over here. Where's the big moves going to be in the market? Let's just talk as a group right now. What are the big moves in the market? What session or what times? Okay, I'm always, anytime I'm trading in the Asian session, there's always going to be a move when the futures market opens up around 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, if you want to jot this down, jot it down. You're going to see moves in the markets 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that's when the futures market opens up and the Asian session. We're going to have other big volatility around 3 a.m. Eastern. That's when London market opens up. Okay, and then we're going to have volatility again 9 a.m. in the Eastern. 8 is COMEX market open up and 9 is Wall Street market. So you're going to have a lot of volatility, and then in the last hour of the day, which is called power hour, you might have some volatility there too. So I like to pinpoint the bigger volume sessions. So I can see right here today, London was 3 a.m. right there on gold. And then 4 a.m. we continue to push below this critical daily level, yellow line. I can see it was holding hourly resistance, hourly support there, holding here, holding there, holding there. Then with London volume today, look at, they closed it right there. Bearish ignited bar, continued to push down all the way down. So it dropped from London 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. This opened red and came all the way down to 1953 in our big daily demand block. Look at all the hourly consolidated candles that broke out of there. So it was kind of a tap and go today. It came down red, tapped, and then it closed as almost a hammer candle right up here at 7 a.m. Then we move into 8 a.m. COMEX, little indecision, Wall Street, 10, and then where do we get the big push? Right over here, 11 a.m. Okay, so sometimes the best trading after, if you're not trading Wall Street and it's very volatile for you, sometimes the best trading is after 11 a.m. Like I love trading this time too, post New York, 11 a.m. You can get some beautiful moves, less volatile, less stressful, and not as much anxiety and things like that. Look how beautiful gold traded at 11. Came up, closed below. We tapped into 50% of this candle right here at 5 a.m. Engulfed all of this stuff behind, and small pullback holding above 50%. Short wick. There's your next move at noon. Come all the way up. And then this is the candle right now that we're looking at. Started to open at 1 o'clock. We have 14 minutes to go. Again, short pullback. We're holding now. You see 50%? It's the yellow daily critical line. Okay. And now we're filled our wick and gold might pop. If it does, where could it come up to? Look at my hourly resistance, the bodies. Focus on the bodies if you can. Right here. I'm going to place a white line right there. 1977, 78. We might be trading right into it and tapping it. So if we continue to break out, it might fill up to the high of the day or push down. I'm going to see if hourly volume can close above this white line, maybe continue pushing a little bit further. If we get any pullbacks, our hourly support should be around 1974, 75. Look at gold breaking through on Bookmap. Okay, right over here. Beautiful push right through here. Okay, so we got a nice big candle, and what I'm going to do now is go into the 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to set up our charts on the 5 minutes. Here was nice trapped volume in here. We finally got some moves closing above, and it continued to push. Again, we were flagging in here, continuing to push up on the 5 minutes. Okay, so where's now my 5 minute area of support? It's under this hourly support, like right in here, right down here. My 5 minute support now is holding right here. So I kind of draw a green box on the lower time frames. Where's my consolidation? Up to this area. Right now, we filled it right up to that white line. That's our hourly resistance right there. Okay, so I'm going to make this a neutral box. Okay, and then I look to the left. Over here, I see a 5 minute breakout happened. London. That was London's fake breakout. You see it? 3 a.m. They broke it out. London's high right there. 1979. Let's place a red line at London's high. Let's see if they come up and take out London's high. Okay. If you guys were trading London this morning, 3 a.m. You can see it right there. 3 a.m., 3:05, and then 3:10, and then 3:15. Volume closes below. They took out the liquidity of London's high and pushed it all the way down. We're retracing all the way back up. If you put a Fibonacci right now from London's high all the way down to this low, you'll see a full retracement almost coming right back up to here, and you'll figure out where your golden zone is. Okay, so if you want to do that. And then you can see over here where we got rejected. This is 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. had a big move at the height of the day. So what I do is I put a red box right there and I bring it across, okay, to show me that that's where possibly gold will start to get feel some resistance and maybe get rejected up there. We got our higher time frame, bigger block up there. We have our lower block that's been lowered right here. We have London's high right here. We're going to see if we're going to tap into this right now on gold. Okay, so how many of you guys are in gold buys right now? Big Benjamins, you're still holding from earlier, up 700 now. Nice. Okay, so you can see that just on this move alone, you can see it's pushing up. Let's see if it will continue to squeeze its way through there. Where would I look to maybe short a position? You could see where there's a little bit of a base built right here on the 5 minutes. Right there was resistance. It's turned to support now. So if I want to sell, but I have to know if I'm selling gold, from here, from the red line, coming back down in here in the green box, it might come down here. That's 24 pips to the yellow line, might be 30 plus pips, and then find the buyers again and come right back up. So if you're counter scalping, you got to know where it could go. If it breaks below this big green box and then takes out that daily critical line, you got a big imbalance. Look at where the imbalance is. All of these green candles I just broke out of here, where was our previous resistance? It was right over here in the market. Right there and here, and bring it across. Okay, and then that's where I can find now a good buying opportunity. If gold ever comes back down, all the way down to 19 down here, this area could be from resistance, turn to support. This might be a good opportunity to buy a dip on gold. Okay, but right now it's still pushing. I want to see if they will continue to maybe push it and test London's high right there, that red line. Okay, so it might come back down. It might go back up. It might consolidate in this box, but I'm kind of setting up my charts also for maybe getting prepared for the Asian session or the futures market later on today. Okay, if we add EMAs, 9 EMA, we're currently above it. So short term, still bullish. Let's find where our 200 EMA is. It's right here. Okay, so our 200 EMA, we're above it. We had that golden cross right there. That's when it crossed over and continued to push out of here. Let's take a look at that RSI indicator. Okay, if we want to look, it topped up right there. Okay, at that move, we were already overbought, and then they just brought it up for the new higher high. Okay, so I can see that there's divergence in the market. Okay, from here, from this previous high to that high. Okay, from here to there. Price action made a new higher high. What did our RSI indicator do? It's actually going down. Okay, so it's making a lower high. That's telling me that there's bearish divergence in the market. Strength is decreasing while the price is increasing. So that doesn't make sense. That's where we kind of have to question what's going on up here. So maybe they're coming up to grab the liquidity, and then this might be developing for maybe a potential sell soon, not now, but might be developing. So let's keep an eye on possible sell opportunities below this green box, below this yellow line, around 1973, 1972. It doesn't have to be now. This could be an alert you can put on your chart. What I'm going to do right now, at this white line, to give me a heads up when it gets to that hourly line, I'm placing an alert on here. Okay, and then I'll get this alert sent to me, and I'll keep an eye on this area. Okay, and then I can wait for the volume to come down there. If it doesn't, it could continue to push right back up and squeeze. Okay, so that's gold right now, guys. I'll give you guys this chart in Zoom in 1 second, and then we're going to move over to NASDAQ, and then we're going to get ready. Okay, I'll do NASDAQ much faster, but I haven't done a gold top down with you guys for a while, so I took a little bit more my time with it. Okay, in the Zoom chat, guys, you should have a trading view link. That's the gold chart that we just did. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one right over here to the right. Okay, guys, did you guys understand the gold top down analysis? Does it make sense? Like short term, there could be a possible pullback, but you still got to respect this buying box. So if you're in a sell and you take it down, you might go up 20 pips, 25, 30, but you still got to respect this area where it could come down and go back up. Okay. If we break this area, then that might be a nice potential sell, but maybe it might have to be later on. Okay, so right now we have a big red candle. It's coming down. Let's see what type of reaction we have at this red line. Will it come back up? Will we perform a double top? Is the divergence going to start to push down further? So we can see where we got rejected right there in the market. Okay, the buyers are stuck up there. right on that candle. And remember, this red line is London's high, okay? So it's important. Okay, so I'm going to also do NASDAQ now, okay? We're going to switch over to NASDAQ. While I do NASDAQ analysis, do you want to go to NASDAQ Bookmap, or do you want me to keep it on gold so you guys can watch gold in Bookmap while I'm doing top down on NASDAQ? It's up to you guys. You guys decide. NASDAQ? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's take a look at NASDAQs. Okay, so NASDAQ is over here, NQ. Let's take a look at the 15-minute time slices, okay? Okay, so we're going to look at the 15s, try and bring it down. Okay, so we got the 15s here to try and give us a clear picture. So over here was 115, breakout, volume above the VWAP, 130, continue to push to the highs. See where the sellers are, they're selling it down here, it goes back up. Their sellers are trying to push it down here. So to see this area where I'm placing a white, this line right here, okay? You can see how the sellers are, they keep pushing it down, but then the buyers bid it up, but now it's coming down with more momentum. So if we start to break below here, it could drop all the way down to this VWAP, but we got to watch the depth of market below us. All day today, like, it's got a lot of cumulative volume. Look at 4,800, so still a lot, but we could get maybe a retracement. So I'm going to do a top-down analysis on it, okay? So this is how it looks in the 5 minutes. That big bullish move, and it's kind of consolidating up here where you could flag all this garbage, trap it, and let's see if it will continue working up our way or it's going to start to drop back down. I'm thinking right now, just by looking at this, I believe that it's going to continue to maybe push down a little bit. It could test down here. Look at where your previous area of resistance was on the 5 minutes, turn to support. Maybe if it drops from 660, and then come down to 640, that's about a 20 pip drop. I'm just looking right now, just visually looking at this without doing anything. But we can't always assume that, because right now it's just in this tight range consolidating. Every time the selling pressure comes back down, it gets bid back up. So let's see if it starts to break here, okay? I'm gonna go, guys, it could be a possible sell opportunity, but I'm gonna be doing a top-down analysis. So if you guys can just watch this area, this bar is gonna close in 3.5 minutes. And also, guys, it's 3 minutes away from 2 p.m. So if you're not in a trade, maybe wait it out, because we're going to get a new hourly candle in a few minutes, and it could be bringing in some momentum, and they could reverse the move. Just be careful, okay? Right now it's breaking, so watch it on Bookmap too. I'm going on TradingView. I'm just going to follow the path of the daily candles. Okay, I'm not going to do as an in-depth one as I did on gold. We're going to continue to move here, okay? So we've seen NASDAQ, the market has been selling off last week. Okay, we got Tuesday, October 17, push down, hanging man candle. Ignited bar Wednesday, push back down. Pull back 50% in Thursday, close near the low. Small pullback over here, we're still holding below 50%. Push down all the way Friday. Okay, so Friday, very bearish. What did they do? They gapped it up and then pulled it all the way down. That's our weekly low, 14,400. Yesterday, we came up. So a lot of indecision with still some bullish volume. Today, where did they close and open it? Let's place a yellow line right here. Okay, at 14,640, that area, I'm telling you. Watch it. Pay attention to it, because it could be maybe a potential drop right here. So yellow for daily critical. What happened when we came down here? Okay, so we opened, came down bearish. Let's find our low of the day. Look at the break, guys. Okay, so it's breaking, going right into 2 p.m. Sometimes there's a time and place when to take an impulse trade. You got to kind of follow how the volume is moving, but it's not always just going to break like that. Okay, but you can see how many times they've been pushing it down, and lower highs up here. But you see how quickly it can come right back up. So it came all the way down here, and they're bidding it right back up. So I'm telling you, it's going to be volatile going into 2 p.m. Okay. Now the daily candle came down. That's our low of the day. Okay, so look at all around here. Where were those critical daily bodies holding the market? All in here. Okay. Just not looking at those wicks, just the kind of the bodies for NASDAQ. like this area. Okay, so that's where I'm putting my green box. Okay, and then below here I just see impulse, 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 all volume above here. Yesterday was an impulse move and volume all above. Okay, look at the big, so they took out the lows. Okay, they came down, hit the pending orders right before 2 o'clock, and 2 o'clock starts a momentum switch. So it could be a quick pip and dip and then turn into a buy, guys. Okay, very, very, very fast. If you're scalping the markets, you got to know what could happen. Okay, but now if you're not in a trade, you follow to see where volume will settle down. This is the key trigger area right here. Okay, so today's daily candle, we came down, picked up the liquidity, higher low from yesterday, higher low from where they gapped up the market this week. We continued to push up bullish. We took out the high from yesterday, so yellow for a critical area. And what happened? We impulsively broke out to a tweezer top high right there. So that's where our purple line is. That's our high of the day, and it's also a tweezer top from this exact wick right there. So equal high. And what happened when it got up there? It pushed all the way back down to here's where our volume is. Now, critical bodies right here, 14,700. I'm going to place a yellow line at these two bodies, a body and a body right there. So I'm going to make it yellow for critical. That's where we might look at nice whole number, easy number 2, 14,700 on the dot. Okay, if we come back up today, we might be testing that area. 700 might push down, might continue to push down. We're going to see if we break this yellow line here. See how it's coming down now. Okay, so let's pay attention. Let's follow this now into hourly really quickly. Let's move into the hourly. Okay, so see the top up here where we got rejected, back down, held, came back up. When did it come back up? 10 a.m. today, 11 a.m., double top from here, and then they pushed it down. Where was this big candle? Red, noon on NASDAQ. We came down. Hourly candle, where did it close? 50%? That's about 50%. So we came up, but it didn't have enough momentum to maybe push higher, and now we're opening up at 2 p.m. new hourly candle right now. So this is the start of our new hourly candle. See, it's this doji candle that just opened. Let's find where we have some critical bodies in the market right there. Those 2 hourly bodies at 670. I'm going to place a white line right here at those 2 bodies. Okay, so I know now maybe where my hourly area is. Okay, so if we continue bullish through here, it could fill the wick, prior wick, and continue to push up to that daily. If we start to maybe close below the white line, we might be pushing back down to this yellow line, and that's 50% of our previous hourly candle. Okay, so far, let's look. It came up, back down, found our neckline down here, came back up, double top, no volume closed above. They pushed it all the way right back down where we found a bottom in this area. And now we're coming right back up. So we're going to see, is it going to make a lower high and push back down, or are we going to come back through here? So let's go to the 5 minutes quickly, because we could be developing a trade here on NASDAQ. Okay, so you see where they just broke it down at the right before the hourly candle, it dropped, okay, down to there. Dropped for maybe 10, 15 pips if you're scalping, but then it came right back up and pushed up. So this entire range here, if we want to box this in, let's box this in. Okay, this like right here. Like if we want to box and consolidate this area, and let's just watch this. Okay, so we came all the way down. We do have resistance right here. We have the high of the day where they brought it down. So if we just follow from the high of the day, 10:45 today, they pushed it down. It came back up. This was a lower high from over here. They brought it down, pushed for a new lower low, all the way down to the low of the day around here at 1 p.m. Eastern today. We came right back up, and you see now how we're in our neckline. We're consolidating right at this critical hourly level. See the 5-minute volume, how it kind of concentrates at this white line, concentrates at this white line. Here it closed below, pushed down. Now we're concentrating right back up here. Okay, so if we continue to maybe hold this area, we could get a bullish breakout. Okay, only sells below the box or the yellow line to push back down to the low of the day, double bottom. But we do have some momentum pushing up here. We might continue to break out of here. Okay, so but in this area, this is a no trade zone. Let it accumulate. Let it accumulate. Okay, let's just add our indicators. 9 EMA, we're right in the 9 EMA, right in here. Where's the 200 on NASDAQ? 200 is right there too. So when you got the 9 and the 200 close together right at a critical hourly, this is where you get a lot of indecision. It's pushing up, going back down, going up and down, tug of war. Okay, but now selling pressure, continue to try and push it down. Okay, so areas of reference, let's place a yellow line on Bookmap, like right around here. We're getting trapped buyers here, here. Trapped sellers pushing it down, but it might continue to push back down. We'll see. Okay, so right now, consolidating. Let's just put this side by side with gold. Okay, and we'll follow these into power hour. And also, guys, remember what we said at the start of the call. NASDAQ has big earnings today, Microsoft and Google. Okay, so there might be big moves after hours. Okay, so right now NASDAQ is pushing down again, testing. This big drop was 155 right before the hourly candle. It came down, then it went right back up. Came right back up, but you see we're getting rejected. No volume is closing above 14,670, that critical hourly resistance. We close with red volume below, but now we open with a green candle, again, right inside the box. Not the best area to trade. Okay, gold is pushing down. We'll see if gold comes back up, maybe a double top, and then we'll see it develop and come back down. Okay. Okay, do you guys want the NASDAQ chart as well? 1 second, guys. Okay, yep. Lisa, if you check, guys, in the Zoom chat, there's another TradingView link, and it's right there. Okay, guys, so let's just watch this for a little bit right now, and whatever you guys are trading, some of you guys are trading gold, some of you guys are maybe watching NASDAQ. Okay, just make sure you, anytime you're trading, make sure you check your spreads, make sure you check what lot size you're using. This is where you gotta, if you've had a great day, maybe decrease your lot size a little bit, so you don't give back profits if you're gonna trade. Okay, so we got gold pushing down and NASDAQ moving back up. So while it's inside here, you know, if you're taking, this is what we were talking about as well yesterday, okay? If you're speculating in here and you think it's going to be a buy or you think it's going to be a sell, everyone has probably different, some of you guys are maybe thinking sell, some of you guys are thinking buy. If you're speculating in here, small size, test out the market like a feeler trade, because if you get stopped out, it's insignificant. It's not going to be a big loss until you start to see how the move is developing, and then maybe you can add a position if it's going in your direction. If you don't do that, then just maybe wait for something to happen. Maybe some volume to close above here or volume to close below there. Do you guys have any questions about the charts? Okay, and then when I look back at this yellow line, 14,700, that daily level, I see the 5 minutes break down, came back up a little bit, then they really pinned it down and then pushed it down. So as visual, what I would do in this area is red box and just bring it across. Just to give me a heads up, if there's an impulse breakout, it could come up to that yellow line, the red box area, and get rejected up there. Okay, so if I'm measuring this move, this is NASDAQ, remember, not US30. So what I like to do, sometimes if I'm just scalping that impulse move, I like to measure, is it worthwhile? Maybe if it fills from there to the red box, for NASDAQ it's about 12 pips. If it can tap into that yellow line, might be 17 up there. Okay, that's if we're looking for like an impulse trade, because it could fill right up to there and get rejected. Okay, but if you're waiting on the sidelines, then wait. This 5 minute candle is going to close in 1 minute and 40 seconds. So you see what happened. It came up there. Okay, so it impulsively broke out into 14,790, into those offers, and then it pushed down. So now we're going to see this yellow line. Will it start to build? See how it's building? 783. We're trying, added, look at the bids. It just added, okay, a couple notches. Now it's coming right back up to test. So while all this is happening, you and I can wait for this full 5 minute candle to close in the next 60 seconds. Winston, good question. Is COMEX not closed, and why is there still so much movement with gold? Because everything's situation happening around the world right now. Even though COMEX is closed, there's still traders. You got a lot of the New York volume still in the markets. If you follow world news, guys, there was some news that came out of Qatar. Had to do with like hostages and things like that. So that's when gold spiked. You know, this move right over here. This move earlier. Like around 11:30, 12 o'clock, I was reading some world news about Qatar, and they were saying something about hostages, and when that happened, and maybe increased tensions and things like that, gold just broke right out of there. So Putin had a heart attack. I don't know if that's accurate 100%, but yeah, that's in the news too. Putin having a heart attack, so lots going on, guys. A lot going on. That's why markets are very, very volatile. Okay, so that's why the only thing that we can do is trade with proper risk management. Okay, because they could drop news right now. In the next minute, news could drop. Okay, anything, and it will really affect these markets, whatever you're trading. That's why, guys, don't over leverage. Try and trade smart. If you've had a good day, conserve your profits. Don't give back. Look at, guys, okay? So what happened? That's an impulse breakout. All those buyers, look at where they're trapped up there. They're trapped liquidity right now. And what does the market do? It loves to move away. How many times have me and you been screwed by the markets where we buy up there and then it moves away? And then it might come back up, okay? That's why you'll have a stop loss in the market. But sometimes they'll come down to take out your stops and go right back up. This is the worst time to trade. Guys, this is horrible. Like, I'm not just saying because it's NASDAQ, but just right now, like looking at these 5-minute candles, there's absolutely no direction right now. It's building, looks like it's building, but do we want to trade this? This is where we got to be maybe patient and a little bit more disciplined. Gold came all the way down, testing the box. So remember what I said. If you're selling below the red line, okay, you might get yourself 20 pips. Okay, we measured this below here. Coming down, there's 17, 20 is right there. If it comes down, might get 25. Okay, but if you're in this trade, you should be following it with a trailing stop loss because it could come into a demand and go right back up. Okay, so it's selling off right now, gold. NASDAQ is still building. So we got volume to close above that critical white line. That's our hourly, and we're still holding it. Our 200 and our 9 EMA are right there. So, but look at how congested the orders are. It's very, very tight in here. Yeah, thank you, guys. They didn't. Thank you. Guys, if you can hit the like on YouTube, guys, thank you. We do appreciate it. Okay, and let's check out, I was going to move over to check out gold in the book because it's at this critical area. Okay, so let's get ready, guys. NASDAQ is big bearish candle coming right back down. Will it engulf that previous green candle? Will it close down in here? You know, let's just continue watching. And if you guys are just joining, remember, after hours today, 405, 415, you got Microsoft and you got Google reporting. So if you are trading at that time, be prepared for what could happen, okay? I'm thinking that they're going to have positive earnings. That's just my bias because everything that's been happening with AI lately. So that's just my bias. I could be completely wrong. Why do you feel nervous hearing me breathe? I don't know. I'm a human being, so I breathe. Maybe I'll get a robot on here that doesn't breathe, but I'm human and I breathe. It's mind-boggling, guys, that I breathe. I also drink. I also have Gatorade right here. So you might hear me take a drink. If that's okay with you guys. If I can breathe on here, I don't want to have a heart attack like Putin or pass out here, guys. So I need to breathe. Can I get a like on YouTube for breathing Breathing is good. It might be a crazy question, but do you guys breathe? Anybody breathe out here? Make breathing great again. I'll make that hat. Yes, Gugu, you liked for breathing. Good. That's maybe how I got to get you guys to like YouTube, is let's like for breathing. Breathing matters. Dan, you breathe and trade also. Amazing. Again, guys, we're losing focus. What's important here, okay? Now we're worried about breathing. We just missed that move right there, okay? Because we're discussing breathing right now, okay? What happened here? This is a very important candle in the development of what's going on here, okay? It came down red, and look at what happened. Picked up the liquidity, came back up, and it closed again above the 200, the 9, and that critical hourly white line. Okay, so this might be a bullish move developing to possibly break out of here. How long do I know this market? Not long, not long. I started trading a couple months ago. I'm learning daily. I'm new to the markets. Okay, guys, so again, NASDAQ is still building up here. Again, it's testing up here. Gold kind of found its support right here. Okay, so this line, remember, was hourly support. So that's a nice drop. If you were in a sell on gold, you also have to maybe make a decision down here. Okay, your decision is, number one, take your trade to a break even if you're in a sell. That's number one decision. Protect your capital at all times as a trader. Guys, I just took a sip of Gatorade, if that's okay. I'll give you guys a heads up when I do that. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. Just having some fun here while we're waiting for this consolidation. What are our thoughts? Okay, let's talk serious here. What are our thoughts on NASDAQ? What do we think that's going to happen? Do we think a bullish breakout? Do we think maybe a fake out? What about a fake out? What if they fake the high up here, take out that liquidity, then they drop it? Okay, that could be a possibility. But that's why if you're scalping from here to that red box, that's why I use the ruler in case we scalp that move. You're looking for 10, 15 pips because you're coming to a critical area, daily area, red box, where they could just drop it down. It could fill imbalance and then come down with a wick. So if you're scalping that zone, you got to be aware of what could happen. Gold found a little bit of a bottom here and coming right back up. Okay, now they're really heavy pushing down NASDAQ. Okay, you can see in the book, really pushing it down. Let's see again if it can break down in here, close with red volume down in here, maybe another pullback of buyers, then they really hammer it down. How many of you guys normally would trade this zone? Would you guys normally be trading this type of price action, or are you guys getting a little bit more maybe disciplined that maybe you guys realize that this isn't the best volume to be trading? Maybe just wait it out right over here. So good. If some of you guys are avoiding this, you're getting better and better and better on your on trading. Okay, just look at, if we took a buy, what would we have done with it? Nothing. Probably would have came right back down. If we took a sell, it came down and probably going back up. Okay, and so we got to wait. Look at it, it came down again, coming right back up. So you can see the market is just really consolidated for NASDAQ in this range right now. So that's why I was saying earlier, if you're testing out a trade, this is a test area. This is where personally, when I trade, if I use a feeler trade in here, whether it's buying or selling, whatever my bias is, I go in very, very small just to test out the market. I need to get emotionally involved, see what's going on. If it goes in my direction, maybe I will add to the position. But if I go in with a feeler trade here, an insignificant size, and I get stopped out, if I lose 20 pips, 30 pips, whatever it is, it's not a big deal. It's not going to take away from all of my daily profit today. It's probably just a cup of coffee. I'm okay losing a cup of coffee. I'm not okay losing my entire daily profit. I don't want to do that. But sometimes, guys, don't over leverage in a zone like this. This is where you get mad, you get frustrated, you add more positions, and all of a sudden you're doing exactly what the market wants to happen. It's just collecting all the volume in here, and they will move it away. Someone's going to get squeezed here. It's either going to be the buyers or the sellers. That's it. If they squeeze it through here, all of these sellers that are pushing down will get squeezed or put in a position where they got to either hold and draw down or get stopped out. That's a decision time. Okay. Same thing with if the sellers push it down through here, all of the buyers that are bringing it up, it's their decision time. Will they get squeezed where they're going to hold and draw down, or they're going to get stopped out? Okay, so right now still, but it's favoring the buyers. Every time we come down, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, volume is closing near the 200, near the 9, near the hourly, but we're not really building any new higher highs. Yeah, gold, I think, is making that head and shoulder, Mustafa. Yeah, left shoulder, the head, maybe the right shoulder. That's why the bigger drop might be below here, like 1973 down in here. That might be guys, this might be like a position to take, maybe like in the Asian session. If they hold gold up here, then maybe the Asian session they drop it down in here. But yeah, could be developing for gold. See how the volume now kind of really died down on gold. Okay, so it's at the hourly support line. That's why right now it's kind of just cooling off right around here. If you want to set a buy stop, okay, those are pending orders in the market. These are what these are. In the book right now, these are all pending orders. The only thing that activates these are market executions. The market executions will dictate which way the market moves. So we have to acknowledge who is the aggressor in the market right now. Is it the buyer or is it the seller? If you put like this, a pending order in the market, let's say a buy stop, let's say right up here, a buy stop. I'm not doing this, guys. I'm just using this as an example. Okay, so if I was to put a buy stop, like right here, 14,686 above the high, what could happen is this. The market sees all the pending orders. Okay, so it can see what's up there. If there's a lot of pending orders, what does that represent? It represents liquidity up there. So as I'm not a market maker, but if I was and I see a lot of money up there, I could engineer a fake move to come up here, tap you, get you to execute, and you're in the trade now. And then once I got all the money, I'm going to bring it down away from you. Okay, so that could happen. That's why sometimes we wait for volume to close and retest to give us confirmation that it's not a fake breakout move. It's an actual bullish breakout and not a fake out. Okay, so I don't personally use pending orders in the market. I use market executions. But if you want to try it with a demo account. Try it and learn. We have some traders in our group who only trade with pending orders, and they do amazing. Okay, but they practiced, they've demoed it for a long time, and it works. Okay, I don't use them. Okay, so we got a bullish candle now. Again, testing the previous high. We've got a minute and 20 seconds left to close. So why don't we see where the volume will close. Will it close above here? Will it pull back? Is it going to be another push back down? Gold, okay, came back up to about 50% and continued to push down. Okay, so gold was a nice possible selling opportunity up there. You know, with that bearish divergence we were talking about? Okay, so there's the nice pullback for about 20 pips on gold, but we'll see how it reacts in this big green box or at that daily level if it continues to break. But it might come back up, okay? But it could come back up to this red line. So what I do now that we've identified it, maybe put a red box. I like to use a visual. Okay, any pullbacks? Let's see if gold can hold below 1976 and maybe continue to push down. Now we've got our bullish breakout. Okay, so remember, sellers are getting squeezed right now. This is the impulse breakout. So what I was saying, if you have a pending buy stop up there, you're probably triggered right now. Okay, now what will happen? Where will the volume close? Will it close above here? Is it going to come back down? Let's watch the next candle. Are they going to ignite it? Are they going to bring it up, gap it up? Is it going to be a red candle come down? This is very, very important, guys, okay? Look at the big bullish move breaking out of here. Here's our close. Close with volume above. They gapped it up, small wick. So let's see if it can continue to push right up to the red box. If not, it's going to rotate back down and test our breakout area. Okay, it's bullish, ignited, pushing. Now, what I do is this area that was red, we got our green bar close above it. Now, let's make our zone for any possible retest if it comes back down. And then this is our new range of consolidation right now. Okay. Some of you guys that were buying and holding through that, okay, now we're getting that push. Let's see if we get a retest. This is where the 9 EMA just crossed over the 200, which could be signaling a bullish golden crossover. And next target, if it can break out of here, it could attempt that previous high up there is 725, but I like to look at more structure. Okay, like right around there, 720 maybe. Just place a red line up there. If it gets its way, breaks through here, maybe tests up here, 720, around there. Okay, so that's a short squeeze right now. Remember I said someone is going to get squeezed out of here. In this situation, the sellers are forced to make a decision. They're at a loss right now. Okay, their stop loss might be, who knows where it is, maybe up here, but we might have more buying volume. Look at this squeeze now to 14,800. Nice push through here. So you know, when we measure this zone, if you're trading this zone, it's giving you your 10, 12 pips. This is NASDAQ. Remember, this is not US30. US30, that type of candle is 20 pips plus. Okay, if you see, maybe if you look at US30 right now, if it's got a similar green candle, it might be about 20 plus. That's why personally I like to scalp US30 over NASDAQ. So is anybody in a buy right now? Anybody selling? Nas buy deal. Charmaine, welcome. Russell, you're in a buy? Okay. So let's see if we can hold this area. Okay, but if we can't hold here, then we still have support of our hourly white line. Okay. $18 pips on US30, Daniel? Yeah, not bad. Okay, so we're going to counter a little bit of resistance, okay, in this area. Remember, we have our daily critical line, 14,700 for NASDAQ. Okay, look at how the book is now developing. Big bids here now, 14,780. Now you got big bids accumulating. You have another structure of big bids accumulating right here. Okay, so try to sell off a little bit, but the bids are bringing it right back up. Now 800 could develop with a bigger block. See how 800 now has a nice block and it's continuing to go up. So it squeezed the short sellers right now in this candle alone. Okay, So they came down to sell and it went right back up. So now it's going to see if it can encounter more offers up here, but it could continue squeezing right out of here. So if you're in the buy, let's see if it can close above this yellow critical daily level. And then any pullbacks, this might be another area for us to maybe entertain for a buy. So we figured out our zone, let's stretch it across. This might give us, if we're not in right now, this might give us an opportunity later at 2:30, 3 o'clock, power hour, might give us a pullback buy in this area, okay? And now we have a close in 30 seconds and it's 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so we're going to get a new 30-minute candle. Let's look at our 30. Our 30-minute candle. Look at how nice and bullish it is, but it's coming up to that critical yellow daily line. Will the 30-minute volume close above and maybe continue with the next 30-minute candle? That's why I like to follow on the lower time frames, the 5s. This is the 5. Okay, so I know that the 30-minute candle is representing all of this volume coming right up to this critical daily level. Any pullbacks, let's see if we can hold 50%. Maybe we can buy a dip buy in here. Okay, but it's continuing. You see how it's punishing? Oh, guys, it's punishing the short sellers. Look at it. Okay, they gapped it up through here. See, sometimes when you're in the trade, you get rewarded with the momentum. If you're not in, then you kind of got to basically wait for maybe a pullback if we can get it. Okay, so they brought it up, they pinned it, they brought it right back down. Now we'll see if it can hold or if it comes down to about approximately 50% of our green candle. Where's half of it? The volume. Look right there. I'm going to place a line right there. Okay, to watch and see if it will come down and hold right here. Okay, is it going to hold this box right here? And this is how sometimes, guys, you can go with a trailing stop loss. If it continues with a higher low and it's respecting 50% of this volume and continues to break out, continue to hold your trade. Okay, look at it, squeezing the shorts. Continuing to break out, guys. This is the golden crossover, the 9 crossing the 200. Let's see if it's got momentum to target those bodies. Okay, right there, those bodies. 715. Why did I do gold? Switching it up, Ingles. Just switching it up. Doing something different. Every time I do US30, someone says do NASDAQ. Every time I do NASDAQ, everyone says do gold. Every time I do gold, someone says do oil. So just trying to switch it up. Just trying to switch it up, show different securities. Reason why I did NASDAQ today is because of the earnings, okay? Big earnings, Google and Microsoft after hours. Yeah, gold is pretty dead right now, okay? But this is maybe a good lesson for everybody, okay? After 1:30 p.m., the volume kind of dies down a little bit with the COMEX market. I thought maybe we'd get maybe a move, still could develop, but right now, NASDAQ is the one, okay? So, see in this area, guys, remember, did any red volume close below this critical area, below this hourly white line? No. So just continue to close above, and that's why you have a buying bias. Coming up now, it tapped right up and filled up to those bodies. That's another target, okay? That's a target. It filled the imbalance. Look, right up to there, to the bodies. If it can break out a little further, it might have momentum to fill the... There it goes. Okay, shit. I missed out on a buy here. Wow. Congratulations to you guys that took this. Okay. I know that some of you guys were in earlier. Congrats, guys. But you understand the short squeeze that happened right now. 230. New 30-minute candle. Noor, take profit, smash. Congratulations. Good job. Okay, guys, if you're in this, please move to a break even or start to bring a trailing stop loss in the market. Okay. From here to where we're at, okay, it's 40 pips if you got it. King, Capo, FX, you got it. W, nice, okay. Good job, guys. If you guys took it, good. And it filled to the previous wick right there. Red line, it came up, okay. I always say, guys, anytime it fills imbalances, I don't know what time frame or what you're looking to hold, but it's decision time for some traders up there, okay? Because if you don't, look at what happens. Got rejected and comes back down. So you just gave about 10 pips of profit, maybe more. If that was US30, that's a bigger zone. Okay, that's 12, 13 pips, where you could have kind of cashed out near the high. Okay, that's what I tend to do. I like to close trades on the strength of the candle going into resistance, so I don't allow the market to do this to me. Okay, but there's a lot of times where I do close the trade up there, and sometimes it continues to move up. But you know how many times I can tell you stories where I didn't close out my trade up there because I wanted more and I wanted more, and then all of a sudden it was a big wick and it came all the way back down here to my break even. I can show you guys journals from years and years and years ago of how many times that's happened to me. So I learned over time, I'm not getting greedy. Once the trade goes to an identified area, I have a decision time. It's decisions. Either break even, trailing stop loss, close the entire trade, or close partials. That's what you have to do as a trader. Gold is pushing down, okay? So no volume, kind of above that white line, 1974, continuing to push down. Okay, I'd like to see what gold's reaction will be at this yellow line. Ingo, do you have any idea why the market on NASDAQ at 12 dropped so hard? I wasn't in the markets at that time, Ingo. I don't know. Yoda would be the guy to ask at that time. I was driving home at this time. I think, Ingo, it was the news that I was listening to about Qatar. That's what drove gold at that time, 12 o'clock, like over here. The big move, pump on gold. Maybe the market kind of reacted opposite direction. I was hearing something about what was happening in Qatar. Okay, so this area too. If it comes back down red, we could look for maybe a possible buying opportunity at this daily critical yellow line, 14,700, or this green box. Let's bring it across. Are we holding about 50? Where's 50% of that volume on that bar? Let's bring it up. Okay, so this red line, let's bring it to 50% of that green candle. Okay, so you see how the body opened, closed. Half of it is right there. Can we continue to hold positive volume right here? Now we got a rejection and a rejection. So no volume is above that red line, above these bodies right now. So to me, those were two impulse moves so far. Now they're going to push it back down. Okay, so I know a lot of sellers see two wicks and they want to sell. Okay, but it might come back down, cool off to about 50% here, and then drive back up. So our new zone, if you're following, like consolidation, might be like inside here. But right now, look at no volume. That was a big, strong candle that broke out right there at 12 and then got rejected hard. And there's the 12 o'clock drop. We just, we retraced exactly right up to that wick, equal high, no new higher high, and push back down. It came up green again, but look at the size of the wick. That's a 12, 13 pip wick. It came up halfway, countered resistance, and pushed right back down. Okay, so we're going to see now, indecision. Will this green candle start to close above that red line or below it? And then maybe we'll get selling pressure coming back. But now it's coming right back up with good positive volume. Have we broke 50% of that previous candle? No. So it's still currently holding. Gold breaking down, guys. If you can now, start to flip this green box red now. We got volume below it, okay? And let's see if it continues to retest and be supply going forward. Maybe we're going to get continuation drop on gold, okay? So this is that head and shoulder pattern that could be playing out that we were just talking about. Okay, left shoulder, the head, you can clearly see the head break out and get rejected, come back down, right shoulder, this might be that drop. If it breaks that daily level, it could come down to the 200 EMA 1970, maybe all the way back down to that big green box down there. Okay, but let's see if also red volume on gold can close below this critical daily level. Okay, is anybody in a sell on gold? Okay, bias was sell. Okay, remember the divergence? The divergence, the bias was to sell. We've got bigger supply at the daily high, 1980. We had that bullish breakout, okay, higher high on price action. RSI, lower low, strength decreasing. That gives us a bias to think about selling and not buying currently, okay? And we had a big move come down, consolidate, pull back below 50% of that candle, close below, retest, retest, and drop, okay? So if you guys are in a gold sell, congrats too. Just put a trailing stop loss behind it and make sure you're number one at a break even, okay? And let's see if gold can break this daily and drop down to maybe 1970. But there's going to be possible pullback. Okay, remember, green candles can open up here at this critical daily level and come back up. But we want to trust this red box to absorb all those buyers and then continue to push it down. Okay, so gold has like an end of the day move pushing down right now. Would I sell gold after breaking the daily? Got to see, like, I can't just say yes, I'm going to do that. It all depends on how the price action is moving at the daily level. It could be a sharp rejection, it could be a big green candle come back up, then they push it down. And so, like, I can't just give you a definitive answer. I'm going to say always, yeah, I'm going to take a sell just because no, it's how the volume moves at that time. Like, look at right now, it closed right at the yellow line, it opened, ignited green, coming back up. Okay, so we have to watch. Okay, I don't like giving answers just to say, yeah, I'm going to take a sell just because it goes down there. No, there's different situation. Every candle is different. Okay, the sell was more how it was developing with that divergence. Now you have to be careful because you're at a critical daily line where, see this candle right here at 1220 closed above, positive, retested, and then you had that continuation bullish move. So buyers might be in the market again to buy here, but as they're buying, if they get absorbed by the sellers, then it might start to push down. If we get red volume closing below here, yes, then it might be an opportunity to continue selling. Okay, so NASDAQ now, look at where the volume is consolidating. In between those two red lines. Let's bring our consolidation box, neutral box, right here for the time being. Any questions about anything today, guys? Okay, today was more charting, analysis. Okay, and you see how this cumulative volume is still holding very positive for NASDAQ? That could be for anticipation of the earnings. Okay, so yes, there was dips, but they're being bought up. They're being bought up. So this could continue to push for new higher highs. But look at the wicks. Okay, we got to come back and fill that one and this one. And then that's where we had our tweezer top, double top up there. Exactly the 12 p.m. retracement all the way right back up, and then they pushed it right back down. Okay, so I'm going to see if it can continue to build. Maybe if it pushes down in here and tests this block. Gold came back up and rejected. So now it could be a shooting star candle pushing and maybe pushed back down. So I like to look at the left of the chart. See that big drop right there, that wick? And then I can see those wicks, those bodies. So maybe I want to draw a zone. Right there, that wick that caught the bottom. Okay, that was a big red candle that came down, went right back up. If I bring it across right there, I see those three wicks. Now the volume closed above. So I'm bringing this across and I'm going to make it green. That's another big target for gold. If it continues to drop into that green box, 1970 box, right around there. If gold continues to sell off, That could be an additional move to fill up this imbalance all the way down to the 200 EMA and that green box. Okay, resistance, resistance, resistance. The body closed above and the breakout. So we could be retracing, coming all the way right back down. 60 seconds to go. Okay, so it came up green, approximately 50%, a little higher, and continue push down. Break the low wick and drop a little bit. Let's see if we get some red volume closing below this critical yellow line, and maybe with some pullbacks, the offers can start to get lowered and lowered and lowered on gold, and maybe continue to drop this move. Okay, so it's a little bit indecision. So it came, remember, it opened green bullish, buyers were in control. It came all the way back down here where the sellers were in control. And now it's coming back up with buyers right at that yellow line. So let's see if they close it right above, below, right at that yellow line. The candle is an indecision bearish spin top where it opened bullish. Continuation, had momentum selling back down. When it came near the close, it came back up, and there's our close. Okay, so gold closed red below the yellow line, and they're opening it green. Let's see if it gets rejected. It's a bullish ignited candle, so it's still holding positive momentum, testing the daily. Let's see if it gets rejected and push right back down. Okay, so it's still holding sellers. We've got a breakout on NASDAQ. Okay, big strong candle, close above, pullback. Let's see if it holds 50% of our green bar. Right now it's retesting this level where I had it consolidating. This might be a very nice, maybe possible continuation squeeze buy on NASDAQ if it holds here. Fill these two wicks and start to pop up to that critical daily yellow line, 14,740 up there. Gold closed below, retested. We could get continuation selling pressure on gold. Are footprint charts more informative than Bookmap? Yep, they tell you a little bit more interesting information. Footmap charts are really nice too, guys. They do tell you some more detailed information as to what exactly is going on in the book. Okay, beautiful pullback on NASDAQ. Nice candle. Let's see if we can break these previous highs and pop out of here to approximately maybe that critical daily yellow line. Okay, and this is a new 15-minute candle as well at 245. Let's see if we get that bullish move developing. Okay, you see how it's trading up in here? Lots of bullish buyers. Would I consider buying NASDAQ up here? Probably not consider a buy up here because of this rejection, that rejection. It's building still. Yeah, I would be more cautious up here. I'm just saying if you're already in the buy, you could get rewarded and squeeze out of here and get, but for someone who's not in a trade and to buy up here, it's maybe got to wait for maybe a better pullback down into a zone. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this neutral box. And then again, 50% of that green bar is still holding. So if you're still in the trade, I know it's not easy always to do this because sometimes there's big red candles that come down, but right now it's still holding 50% of every body. Yes, it's testing it, but no volume closing below. So it's continuation. Maybe let's see if we can break out here and reward the buyers in the group on NASDAQ to see if you get that nice little squeeze breakout. Okay, the buyers are trying. They keep bidding it up. Look at the depth of market, how it's getting nice and bid up here. Just got to take out those big offers up there. And gold is still right below here. Okay, so it's still got volume below that yellow. There's probably going to be some buyers, but again, what we're looking for is a pullback, maybe pull back up into the red box, and then continue to drop back down, maybe close below there, and then retest this. Then you get the big drop coming down to that green box. Okay, so this is just the pullback on gold. This could be the bullish breakout forming on NASDAQ. I hope it breaks out bullish to reward the buyers and get you some additional pips and squeeze through here. Look, it's attempting to fill the wick. See it, 727. If it can break out of here and get that additional move. Okay, it's pushing. They're pushing it. Here we go. Big transaction just happened right now. You know when I say watch the last 20-30 seconds of the candle, because it will show who has momentum. There was a large transaction right there in the market. Okay, can they continue to hold and bid it up and break it out of here on the next bar? Where will it close? Will it close near the high? Will they skip it up, gap it up, and drive it? Or let's watch. Interesting. Okay, so it closed right here. Bullish ignited candle, short wick. Let's see if it pops through here and you get your continuation. Okay, so they rejected it. Now we got to go through the motions. Come down. Where will it come down to? Okay, so look at these bodies. Was that one area we were watching? One critical area we were watching in the market, those bodies. Red. Bring it across, and if that can be turned green, that could be a possible area where we're looking to hold support for NASDAQ. Right here. If it pulls back, this might be a possible opportunity to maybe have a dip buy in the market. Gold, again, closed above the yellow line. So this is what I was talking about. Gold could pull back up into this red box, and then we're going to see if it can come back down red. Pull back. And NASDAQ got rejected up here too. So there's clear visual resistance up here. Okay, didn't break out. Now it's coming to retest this area. This was the critical bodies. We closed with some volume above. It retested it. Now it's coming down. So let's see if it can hold here. This is where I like to see how things develop now. Going into power hour. So I can see the buyers brought it up to here. Now it sold off a little bit. Is it going to go back up? And then maybe get rejected a second time, perform a big double top, and then come down bearish at the start of power hour, and then sell off down into here. Okay, but to continue to buy anything on NASDAQ going into power hour, I would look for clean volume to close above this red box. Maybe give me a retest, and maybe NASDAQ might continue to be bullish in power hour going into earnings. Okay, remember, this could be a slight sell-off, pullback, and then it will continue driving right back up. So that's why sometimes don't judge everything by the start of a candle. Like this one still has 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Still a lot of time. It initially opened, came down red, but again, might pick up the bids and go right back up. Rocha Luis, 11,000 win today. Congratulations, 11K. That's a big day. Okay, big rejection. Okay, so if you're selling, you have to know and be aware that you're selling into support and you're selling into demand. Okay, so sometimes when you want to pip and you dip, you know, you gotta be cautious, and you gotta understand where the buyers are waiting to buy a discounted price. And if you establish where your zones are, that could tell you exactly where the buyers are at. Okay, let's see if this candle now flips. Look at it. It came down red all the way down into here. Buyers bid it all the way back up. Let's see if this candle can now flip and turn into maybe a bullish pin bar. Maybe close back up here, and then our next bar maybe gives us that continuation breakout on NASDAQ. But you see now, big selling pressure, push it right back down. Still 90 seconds to go. A lot of time on this candle. Lots can happen. Okay, so if you kind of want to box this area in now, like this area, I would box this in and let the markets do its magic again. Will it close below here? If it closes below here, we could look for a potential sell. It came down there, but it picked up all the buyers. Look at it breaking out bullish now. Look at the big transactions at the high here. Okay, let's watch into the close. 40 seconds. Gold is retracing right back up. So it was a target for gold sellers down to the yellow line. You got to do something down there. Okay, look at the candle flip now. We turned into a bullish pin bar with a new high. Okay, so let's see if we get volume closing above here, or is this going to be a fake breakout and then the sellers are really going to pound it down? So this is why I love following candle by candle price action, because you can really get the raw emotions out of the market. Okay, so you know the destination. Put yourself in that candle. Okay, if you were selling and it was coming down and you didn't do anything, now it's flipping all the way back up here. Could be moving bullish. Now you get a red candle push back down. Let's see if it gets picked up by bids quickly and see if we get this continuation breakout to that yellow line. Okay, this is where it could be developing that double top. Going into power hour in the next 5 minutes, it came up, maybe back down. If it comes back up again, then maybe that's what I'm looking for power hour, maybe. Okay, looking for red volume close below here. Maybe retest this. I flip that red, and then all of a sudden NASDAQ is dropping down to this green box, maybe to that green box. Okay, so it came down, picked up a wick. Let's see if it flips. And maybe it might be a continuation buy through here. Measure the zone too, guys, so you're familiar with where it could possibly go. If it goes up and fills to that yellow critical daily line, that's maybe another 15 pip move up there, just to fill from here to the yellow line. Could be coming right back through there. Sorry, Adna, please draw on the screen because you do not understand English. I am drawing on the screen. You can see there's a lot of, I'm marking up the entire charts with green boxes, red boxes. I'm showing you an arrow where things could possibly move. I understand that you don't understand English, but I'm trying to make it as visual as possible, okay? Guys, do these red and green boxes help you guys, or does it make it confusing for you guys? Okay, because I can limit the boxes. Let me know if you guys, because sometimes it gets really busy on the charts. But if this is confusing, I can start to eliminate. I can start to remove. How do I know if fake out is fake or not? Because Baliji, it's volume closing. So see how we're following that? Did any volume close above here? No, the volume closed inside the red box. So the next candle is coming down red. So that's a fake breakout. That's why we're waiting patiently. We try and wait patiently as much as we can for volume to close above critical areas. Okay, and no, it's not easy. Trading is not easy. Sometimes we get caught. I got caught yesterday. At the end of the call, I got stopped out of a trade, but as I was following the momentum into power hour when I was going to pick up the kids, I took the sell. So I kind of recovered my money and got it back and followed the direction. So sometimes we get stopped out of the markets, but if you follow the direction with discipline and not revenge trade, you could probably make up your loss and get back into the markets. Not always. I'm not going to say that that's always happens, but it's not losing control and not getting angry if you take a loss. Okay, you shouldn't get angry when you take a loss if you're not over leveraging. Okay, if you're managing your risk, that you should not get angry. Okay, nobody should be getting mad. The only time you probably get upset is when you're over leveraging. If you're trading within risk, there's nothing to get upset about. You have a lot of other trades to be made to get your money back. Okay, so you see now it's red. Okay, so will this big red candle come back down and close below here? Maybe they might suck in the buyers again, and then I'm looking for like a double top to perform and then come back down. It might not be on this like this call because I got 5 more minutes to go, but it might be developing for when we finish this call. So guys, follow the path. We came up there, got rejected. Coming back down, it's coming back up. Might come back up. Maybe there might be an impulse break, or maybe they continue to shut it down here. There's our double top. Then I look for volume to close below here. It came down and went back up. It just came down again, went back up. So maybe we look for red volume to close below here, maybe to retest this, then drop later on. But right now it's not happening. Every time it comes down red, look at it. It keeps coming right back up. So you see the sellers want to sell down here and they got exhausted. The bids came up, they want to play up here. The sellers brought it back down here, and look at where the bids, they want to play up here. They want to continue to pull the offers out of the market and continue to drive this bullish and squeeze the short sellers right now. Unless they can physically close it with some volume below this critical supporting area in the market. Okay, so you see how it's still bullish. Look at, we got a bullish ignited candle. Might continue to break out of here, guys. This might be a continuation buy for NASDAQ. I want to maybe take an impulse trade here, but I'm going to watch on the 1 minute. This is 3 o'clock too. This is where I got caught yesterday. I took a 3 o'clock impulse trade and I got caught. So today I'm going to be cautious with this. Okay, so I learn from my mistakes. Okay, let's see if 1 minute volume in 15 seconds closes above here. This candle is representing the opening of power hour. This is 3 p.m., 1500. Big bullish candle. Is it going to be a fake out or is it going to close above there? Okay, it took out that high, the previous 1 minute candle. There's the close, again below, red bar. So that's a fake out 1 minute candle. Let's see if it picks up the bids now and will flip. Okay, I'm buying now. I'm going in on this candle because it picked up liquidity. I'm in a buy now. And I'm going to maybe take this trade with me on the road. Unless maybe we can hit some profit here. I'm going to ride now the 5 minute volume. Okay, so I entered on the 1 minute. And I'm riding this 5 minute candle. And I got a couple more minutes to stay with you guys. Let's go full chart on this, just to watch this thing. Stop loss, guys. Sorry, I'm going to put below the zone. Maybe just below that wick. I'm going to give it a little room to breathe. Oh man, maybe I got caught on this one again today. Mello, thank you. I appreciate you. So we have 2 more minutes to go. I'm currently in the buy, okay, but I'm looking for, again, more green volume to close above here so that I can flip my red box to green and maybe build off of this thing and maybe continue to push going into 305, 310, 315. And then guys, if you're continuing to trade after hours, be aware 405 and 415, Microsoft and Google earnings, okay? Please be aware of the volatility. It could get very, very volatile. And then if it can come up there and break that daily high, what I'm looking for is maybe a move to come back up to those bodies right there. 752, could be looking for a move up there. If it can continue to squeeze the shorts, and squeeze its way through there, but we need green volume to close above here. Unfortunately, guys, I gotta end this call in a couple minutes, but I'll be following this trade through as I go pick up my children from school. So hopefully I don't get stopped out here. Maybe we can close with some positive volume in the next 50 seconds. Okay, so the volume closure will be very, very important above here. Okay, because we haven't had a body close above. We had a couple impulse moves. So let's see if we can get some positive volume closing above here. I just went to a full chart on NASDAQ. Okay, so remember, 30 seconds will judge who has momentum. Maybe it gets pushed down, but hopefully we got buyers. We'll bid it right up to the end, close it maybe somewhere near the high, or I'm just looking above, if it can close above that previous wick. Okay, big push down, wick. That's an aggressive sell-off. Okay, so we closed inside. It didn't close above again. So this is where I'm in drawdown. Okay, this is where I'm giving it a little room to breathe in here. But now it's the heavy selling pressure. So if I don't get picked up by a wick, then I'm going to close this trade out here. Okay, if I'm just going to see if buyers can come in right now, like looking in the book. Are the buyers going to come in at any point and bring this thing back up? Otherwise, I have to manually watch my stop loss down here. And then what I do is, if I do get stopped out, which I might, I could watch for volume to close below here, and I might continue with the selling pressure. That's what I did yesterday. It was after the call, guys. But I'm still in the buy here. I'm still holding it to see if the buyers can bring it up. This is pretty much identical to what happened to me yesterday. Okay, lots of volatility now. A lot of volatility. When is the release? Release at 4:05 and 4:15 today. 4:05 is Microsoft, 4:15 is Google. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to stop out of here. I'm going to take a loss on this trade. And then I'm going to watch this going forward. So I got stopped out. I took an L on this one. If volume closes below here and retest this, I'm going to be looking for maybe a possible sell opportunity down there. But again, I maybe got stopped out. And if it comes back up here, I might be looking for that buy again up there. Okay. But now I'm going to watch for volume where it closes. Again, I took out on that impulse candle. So I entered on the 1 minute, on the one that closed above right there. I entered on that one and then came out. Okay, maybe woulda, shoulda, coulda. I could have held a little longer, but I didn't. Okay, so I got stopped out, guys. You'll see that on an L tomorrow. But that's it for me. Thanks, guys. I got to get out of here at 3:07. Oh my goodness, if this flips, then but I watch these things. I continue scalping as I go. But thanks, guys. No, just a small size. George, just a small size. Enough where I didn't give away my profit today. Okay. But thanks, everyone. I don't mean to be rude, but I hate taking trades right at the last second, and then I got to get out of here. But I really do have to go to get my kids from school. Thank you, everyone, for the likes, the subscribes. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow again, this 1 o'clock around that time, and we'll see you guys. Trade safe if you're going to continue trading in this power hour, and more importantly, if you're trading in the after hours, Microsoft and Google are reporting. So if you're trading NASDAQ, be careful, okay? It's going to be very volatile. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you, guys. God bless, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
in on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AFX, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AFX, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stock Sniper Trading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.